Hello, do you have a last-minute driving test? Would you like to increase your chances of passing the test? Over the next few minutes, I'm going to give you some fantastic tips from the experts at Driving Test UK. Do watch the whole video because that one tip could be the difference between passing or failing your driving test. Let's get started, shall we? Driving test tip number 1 is to get some sleep. No, I don't mean sleep in the driving test, but the night before. It's been scientifically proven that those who are well rested respond far better in reaction tests. The driving test is one long reaction test. The night before the driving test, avoid any alcohol or caffeine. Both of these will affect your sleep cycle. If you go to sleep at 10 p.m, you must set your alarm for 6 a.m. in the morning. Human beings' optimum sleep is 8 hours. If you sleep longer than this, your body and mind will enter a new sleep cycle. Waking up from this sleep cycle will make you feel tired throughout the day. Driving test tip number 2 is to eat because the body needs fuel. What you eat makes your body respond in different ways. Carbohydrate-rich food will make you feel sleepy. So, if your driving test is first thing in the morning and you require a good sleep, consider a meal such as pasta or pizza. However, if your driving test is in the afternoon, you need to stay alert throughout the day. Protein makes your body feel alert. Consider some meat, fish or eggs. Whatever you do, avoid going for a driving test on an empty stomach. Have a banana at the least. Driving test tip number 3. Breathe and relax. Dress comfortably. The driving examiner is there to assess your driving skills, not your appearance. Don't wear high-heeled shoes. Flat shoes are best. Remove bulky jackets and heavy jumpers. It's perfectly normal to be nervous about your driving test, so take the pressure off yourself by not telling many people about the test. On the day of the driving test, take deep breaths, count to 10, and exhale before entering the waiting room. Do this a few times if needed, and you should find yourself calming down. During the driving test, if you make a mistake, feel overwhelmed, or simply get a blank mind, simply take 2 deep breaths and refocus. You may ask the driving examiner to repeat any instructions given. If you make a mistake or two, don't worry. You are allowed to make up to 15 minor mistakes and still pass your driving test. This will be noted by the driving examiner. Correctly and calmly addressing any issue is the key to success for any driver, provisional or qualified. Driving test tip number 4. Keep your eyes on the road. Whatever you do, do not look at the driving examiner during the test. Don't try to look at their notes and work out how well you are doing. Keep your eyes on the road, making full use of the mirrors and focus on what's going on around you. Officially, the number 1 reason for failing a driving test is observation. Observe not just the road, but the pavement and the lampposts. That's correct. Observe all the lampposts. This is where you will find all the road signs, including speed signs, warning signs, and direction signs. Driving test tip number 5. Know the driving test centre. A great deal of tests are failed minutes away from the driving test centre. Familiarise yourself with these roads as best as you can. At the beginning of the driving test, you are more likely to be nervous, so therefore more likely to make mistakes. You may not believe this, but not all driving test centres have candidate toilets. The last thing you want is to arrive at a driving test centre bursting to go to the toilet but can't. If you're with a driving instructor, ask them if the driving test centre has candidate toilets. If not, is there a close alternative nearby? I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please like and share with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe by clicking on the right